We are unknowable, fallen, corrupted, rightly feared. We are ascended.
Welcome back to the Warhammer 3, Part 17 of our Kholek Suneater SFO Grimhammer campaign. In today's episode, Village here has intercepted one of Archaon's last surviving armies, which is Fregnus here, who has actually been transferred over to a Lord of Khorne. We'll swing on in, take a quick look. His army is not incredible, but it was predicting we were going to take quite a bit of casualties from this. And I would like to eliminate this other Lord before Archaon is able to actually slot himself back on into this army. I don't know exactly how long the enemy lords are allowed to stay wounded, so we need to eliminate the rest of the Everchosen's forces and then move to eliminate his fortress as fast as we can. Let's get to it. We've kind of got the forces spread out as so. I've got most of our marauders in towards the middle. We're going to avoid that as much as we can there. Get a metal spell coming on down. We're going to pull right back. And then we'll have Village go ahead and drop down a bit of a Trickster Shard. Although I realized that that wasn't a metal spell. That was most likely their army ability. He is a Lord of Khorne. Wonderful. I'm glad that we wasted that. We'll go ahead and switch off of that then. And then just kind of pull everyone a little bit closer. Since we did attack, we get extra gore. I'm going to pull them. Maybe let's keep them in the middle. We'll figure out where they attack from in a moment. We'll have Village go ahead and start throwing out some blue fire. Getting way closer to do that. Change my mind. Bring those Marauders a little bit closer and bring the Poison Hounds out as well. We drop down our own, we'll completely miss. I was going to let them come over here to us.
We fight for change.
Go ahead and send these Ungor Raiders forward. It would most likely get run down, but we could send them out to at least cause a bit of a distraction, start firing on those Warhounds. Pull you on back. Get these Knights away from the spawn. They'll start firing away, and anyone that wants to charge on in can eat some Warp Flame. We'll take some extra recharge just for a moment. No reason to throw out any spells just yet, not until they get a little bit closer. Want to throw blue fire at the Chaos Knights of Khorne all the way over here on the other side, and at the Lord if we can. Get some good damage. The more we can weaken these hounds, just so we don't have any of them charging in on our backs, that's the better. And those Ungor have really kind of weak arrows anyway. Scoot them forward a little bit more so they can start throwing those javelins. Actually, we'll scoot you forward and have you start throwing them at the trolls. Or maybe at the Lord here. As they take a shot at the lads up front. Let's pull on away. Looks like we caused the Forsaken to rampage. Let's pull back just a bit there. No reason for the gore to be killed this early on. Keep pulling away. Go ahead and turn and start firing on these Forsaken here. Send Village out front. He actually will regenerate his own barrier, so we'll let him do the fighting. Everyone else plinks away with their arrows. Alright, here comes the Hounds. Let's go ahead and charge in our own. Oh, they changed their mind pretty quickly, didn't they? Charge the Hound in. Yeah, hit them. Everyone hit them all at once. We'll let the Gore take that charge from them. Village is easily absorbing that. Should chase them off pretty quickly. Alright, now let's drop down some blue fire. Chuck some at that Chaos Lord.
Twisted champions.
Pull you guys along. Go ahead and get some javelin firing on these guys, though. Village, go ahead and drop down the weakness to magic on... I'd say just attach it to these Chaos Knights. Pull on away. We want to use that blast of fire when we can. Also some pink flame onto these frontal troops charging on in. Just spread out enough to not make it worth it, though. Go ahead and let you stop these Chaos Knights here. Drop down the treason on everyone. These big boys charging forward in on these Chaos Knights. Beautiful. Youngor taking a charge. Our Knights need to pull away for a moment before they lose their barriers, start taking some damage. Easily be able to pull away from that. Let you guys start throwing your javelins at them. You two charge on in. Village, pink fire. There's a good deal of marauders here. Let's give them the old roast. Did that go the exact opposite direction? Oh good, it didn't actually trigger. Blast through this back line here. Weaken the regeneration on those trolls. Anywhere we can actually drop down our arcane might. Doesn't actually look like it. Alright, roll the center here.
The Changers Marauders!
Send you guys out to stop them. Actually, send the Gore out since they are completely expendable.
As is fated!
Got caught. Alright, let's pull them away. Keep filling those spawn with arrows, and then we'll probably just go ahead and turn them around and charge them all in together and let these javelins do their nastiness. Yeah, the Gore can surround you. Our spawn are freaking out. Our hero here didn't even do anything at all. We'll let you chase off these trolls. Dragon Ogre can help. You come deal with these knights. Go ahead and drop down a treason of each on you. That should more or less break the army here. I'll probably miss, but it may convince them to go a different direction.
Marauders of Finch!
Taking some casualties on our Hounds of Decay. Let's go ahead and pull these guys away. Our Knights are fighting very well. Halberdiers are moving in. Otter taking a charge from Lances, unfortunately, but I think they'll deal. Perfect. We blast that at the Chaos Knights. Go ahead. Take a shot.
The Changers Marauders!
Perfect. Their lord's gone. Everyone's shattered. We just have to deal with these spawn, and that's it.
Seize all! Let
Perfect.
there be chaos!
Since he is in March stance, we don't have to worry about a single one of these units escaping.
Murder and madness!
Battle well done. Just to wait for that last spawn to fall. Perfect. A decisive victory. We only ended up losing 20, and it minimized as much damage as we could to our big boys there. The trolls didn't get to regenerate too much, but I think once they hit their cap, they can't go any higher. So we gained the Warrior Bane, which has got a pretty nice passive ability there. We'll probably be slotting that onto our Exalted Hero. And then we will definitely be enslaving this group. It's a good deal of replenishment. Also a good deal of favor, but we'll take the replenishment. Maybe the game will crash? Ooh, that was spooky. Village has become attack-minded. He is not defense-minded. He's lost a lot on defense. But at least on the attack, we are able to summon in those Gore and use them as shields. We don't get to encamp this turn, though. Able to escape into friendly territory at all. Really like to do more replenishing, but we're not going to be able to. We need our Shaggoth and our Giant to be a bit more healthy than they currently are. Since in the Writhing Fortress is a Giant of their own, as well as several different Knights, and then a Hell Cannon. Now they've even got some Dragon Ogres hiding behind the walls there. Could be a nasty fight, and all of the armored lads are Chaos Warriors and or Chosen, so they'll be definitely outclassing most of my Marauders. I think we could take the settlement even as it is, but it would be quite the fight. We've got 10,000 in the treasury currently with negative 1,200. All of our lords are very expensive. We're not making all that much at current. Listen, Vampire. I am dealing with so much right now, you need to leave. So for Hackbile, he has been building up. Oh, and the Z-Huge Caravan would be coming with us. Or I guess it's not. How would you pronounce this? I don't want to mess that up again. I think it's Exuge, but I get some of the names proper, but I would like to know how to pronounce them all. These Marauders are doing alright. If we give this one to the auto-resolve, we just lose the one. And you know what? I think it might be time to hit the yard boys with some cheese. Thank you, Caravan. We lost one of our marauders, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and claim this settlement. Zarnagrund. Oh, do we want to sack it for some gold? Such is the way. Nah, we'll just claim it. Claim it as is. Comes in at tier 3, which I definitely prefer to a tier 2 settlement. And I think we'll go ahead and throw in the walls right away. And then also our raid trophies and growth building. The obsidian quarry would give 10% extra missile strength for all of our marauder horsemen. That seems pretty nice as well. Alternatively, though, we could just go for the chaos shrine, give us more favor. 5%, all the way up to 20% from them. I actually think we might want to go for the Manticore Den, because this gives us more favor and more post-battle loot, as well as dropping enemy melee attack, which is going to really, really hurt the orcs. Problem is, if we do that, we don't have any money. So let's see if we can get some damage done with Kholek. And also understand we are about to get jumped on by a whole heap of undead. Want to upgrade the second point into this, or do we want to go for Rancid Visitations to try to nuke the enemy lord? It costs a ton, but it does a lot of damage, and it drops their armor. Yeah, let's go for Rancid Visitations, just so we have a little bit of a sniper for the lord that's coming on up. I think we're about to get jumped by 2 armies, and our auto-resolve was a big old mistake. That's fine, gotta learn somehow. Let's recruit up some more troops. Only 1 more marauder unit? That's not good. And we'll grab them because we need them. And then we'll start combining some troops together. So unfortunately, even though, oh man, these guys are all here too, though. If they can replenish, that'd be amazing. Actually can't combine them together, that'd be 48. Oh, that hurts my soul. Or are they not going to replenish it all now? Okay, hang on now. Am I getting played? It looks like they're replenishing way less because they've been merged. Could be a bug, or maybe they're not replenishing at all. So they're fixed, but they do not replenish. I don't know. I don't know what the better call is for that one. I think Harold is going to have a bad day. Let's swing on over to Kholek. Quit ruminating about our losses to come. Let's do some damage to Zanshi here. A whole bunch of enemies. It's going to call it a Pyrrhic victory. They've got some elite crossbowmen. I think the second that Kholek arrives, though, they're going to turn tail and run. We are missing our hero. Where is he at? Chad, get back in this army right away. Thank you, sir. Now to battle. Alright, let's start our deployment. We've got a nasty Skaven corruption in the air. That's going to be a lot of filters to get rid of. Let's go ahead and decide where to attack from. I'm thinking the Druki are going to be at extreme disadvantage if we're able to charge through this center. If they can fire down on us, that's going to be a nightmare. So let's kind of deploy here, and then we can decide which side to go to afterwards. So we'll have you with your flanked by your 2 heroes. Have the Hounds of Decay probably rolling around to harass and try to capture the points around the city. As normal. Manticore is going to be used for taking out towers. Our Marauders are really just here for distraction. Not going to be much use. We'll have the Slaneshi Sorcerer rolling with them. And then all of the Ogres. Put them behind our meat shields. Rolls. And our unit is spawned. Sad we lost our other one. Where's my Dragon Ogre Shaggoth? Leading the way with Kholek. Take a little bit of damage in the last battle there. Keep him close to our Nurgle hero to get him healed up. That looks like a good one. We'll go ahead and grab everyone that is all ogre, put them together. You guys all as one, and then heroes. Perfect. That'll begin. Okay, so they are activating those towers on the side there. We don't want to get shot for free, so let's scoot up this way a little bit. I think we have these Hounds of Decay rotate around. And these ones can go to do the same thing. They're going to shoot some fireballs at us. As long as we're moving forward, we shouldn't deal with it. knock down the wall here. We'll go ahead and do so. Feel like we weren't going to send you forward just yet. Let's prepare. Send the gore forward to die, but let's prepare everyone else. Okay, so we'll have you go that way. Let's send Kholek and all of the Dragon Ogres directly on in. Go hunt down that Dreadlord. You two waddle in behind them and go try to hunt down those Dark Riders. And then we'll have the Trolls kind of doing the same thing. Just gotta hunt down different groups of crossbowmen in the back group there. Okay, Kholek's charging right on through. Go ahead and activate the abilities. The lightning was unuseful there. Bad call. We'll go ahead and drop down the lightning on top here. He should absolutely annihilate the Lord. There goes a big group there, getting hit with some spells. Shower of souls there, that's not good. Must be a black arc or something. Either way, we are waddling on through. Anytime the enemy wants to group up, we can hit him with the slicing shards. Let's keep moving forward. Get all of the ogres with the Tempest Rage. Alright, the Lord is pretty much already gone. She is fleeing for her life. Let's bring the Shaggoth back. Slaneshi Sorcerer forward.
Slanesh, hear my call.
Leaving a bunch of guys out. So let's have you guys. I'll go this way.
Chaos gods.
And we'll have you jump on the dudes up on top of the wall. Better yet, we'll just blast a hole in the wall.
All will be despoiled.
Send you guys through to deal with these archers. Perfect. Gore doing their thing. Let's grab the Slaneshi Sorcerer. Go ahead and drop down the Slicing Shards. They may be protected by the bridge, unfortunately for us. You're cheating. Using the terrain to your advantage. Alright, we'll bring you on over. Everyone has completely crushed this group and we'll just move as one big death ball. You turn and deal with that. You also help. One gigantic death ball. We'll go ahead and drop down our abilities, as well as our heals on Kholek and everyone around. And then just keep charging forward. Let nothing stop you. We will not do the slicing shards, but I'm happy to whip some whips through. Standing together like that's a bad time, and half the unit dies. He did do a bit of overcasting, though. We'll bring you back to crush this group. Who's surprisingly still around. Wasting all your spells on my Ungor works for me. Where are you going? Where are you guys going? Go break down this gatehouse. Alright, hounds that I've been given an order and did nothing. Swing over and start chewing on those gates. They're sitting over there getting shot. What an excellent use of their time. Frolicking through the lads there. Have anyone we can use to summon in some demon spew? Looks like the answer is no for now. Let's go ahead and charge up into these Dark Riders. Bust up this formation up here a little ways. Literally no one's stopping Kholek. Let's go ahead and break this Blackguard. They're all together. Drop in a Plague and your Potion of Strength to help annihilate them. Did we get these Slicing Shards yet? Not quite. We can drop one here. How many would that actually kill, though? We'll wait. We may just hand out an acquiescence to the Blackguard to get rid of them a little faster. They're shattered. We'll go ahead and have you keep chasing them off, though. Don't want them coming back anytime soon, since they are coating our down lower area here down with arrows. Blackguard are gone. Keep moving. We're nearing an optimal cast for Slicing Shards. Let's drop it here. Oh, of course you would. Let's drop it here instead, buddy. Keep moving through. That's keeping them back. It's not really what I wanted to do with it, but we're going to have to deal with it. Keep charging on through. We'll have all of Team 3 moving up as one. these archers here can start moving their way inward. Fire on them from where you're at. Through those gates. Keep working on them then. Unless they're going to let you in. I'm confused here. I can't select these Ungor half the time. Just go ahead and keep chopping on those gates. You'll get through eventually. These trolls moving. Just a slow slog up. They're going to try to slow us down. Mostly all they're going to end up doing is getting killed, though. It is time to activate the Tempest Rage on everyone again. You're fighting harder. This was the prime target for the slicing shards. We'll just do a normal whip. Rip through the line. Nasty damage. Give everyone some extra melee defense and some heals. Kholek is no longer doing anything. That's not acceptable. Kholek, go find someone to give a hug to. There's a lord back there. Taking a bit of damage from all the crossbow bolts. Drop down some lightning in these warlocks. And deal with these Reaper bolt throwers, and you can kind of... No, never mind, that'd be a bad time. We'll have you go deal with the Master. Our aspiring champ should have no trouble. Come annihilate their lord real quick. A lot of people stuck in fighting you. Should not be.
Indeed, my prince.
Drop down the slicing shards up here. Are they going to be smart enough to leave? Oh yeah, they are. Is the AI clever? Yes. They will not just take arrows or take a spell for free. They will keep happily blasting apart my gore though. Bunch of rudes. Go ahead and move over here and chop this group up. They've got kind of a shooting gallery up ahead. Let's send the ogres through. Start busting it up. Both trolls can charge in on these bleak swords, or actually let's have to go this way on these dark shards. And then all of the ogres can roll together as one. That lightning should do really good work. We'll have you charge out. More of the Blackguard are here. We're going to go ahead and deal with that. Our Marauders are getting crushed. Fight to your last, Marauders.
Fuck chaos!
Our Puppos are through on both sides. Go ahead and charge the men to the back of the Blackguard there. Shaggoth is causing all sorts of havoc. Let's keep it from getting killed, though. Kholek, chase that group off. Let's go ahead and move after them. Dodge as many of the crossbow bolts as you can, buddy. Give yourself the Star Crusher. We'll wait till he actually impacts, then use the lightning. Little Mochi.
Sorcerer of Slaanesh.
Jumping up on my lap.
Dark magic is
Stay if you're
mine
good.
to
We are
command.
slaughtering the Dark Elves. Rip a whip through there. Good deal of damage. Breaking the Dark Riders. We'll go ahead and have two of you break off to go beat down on these Dark Shards here. Well, I can easily handle these Dark Riders in the back.
Yes, indeed.
Pull you away from this main group here, though. Oh, he was back and bogged down. We're doing absolutely nothing. Gore finally through the gates. And there's the victory. Took a little bit, we took some losses, but the Druki are ripped to shreds. A heroic victory, but we did end up losing our Marauders with great weapons there. Again, we had a few of them left, but they just decided that they weren't sticking around in Kholek's army anymore. Fair enough. He slaughtered them, though. We'll go ahead and sack the settlement because we need the gold. Seasoned campaigner, finally. for all of our travels abroad. Many enemies killed. I do think we will claim Jianxi. Gives us a little bit of a bulwark here.
Fulfill the pact. Ready.
Perfect. Port settlement, so it's not going to be giving us as much as it could, but it does drop upkeep for all of our armies in the province by 5%, which is more than 0. For Kholek, we'll grab the Deadly Onslaught, give him his last strength power there. Which is going to be pretty insane if we combine it with the other one, giving him 50% more splash attack. He already has the Unstoppable Charge, but 50% additional to his already 100 charge bonus is going to be pretty disgusting.
I am mountain
Go ahead and grab the secondary point in Pain is Pleasure. Give ourselves even more physical resistance there.
dominance.
For Chad. Give him his final point into the Infernal Champion, taking him up to 608 armor-piercing weapon strength. Village still be over there stealing, so we'll give him the Twist of Fate. Oh, never mind, that's just for his spawn. We'll go for Mind Wipe then. Upgrade the Treason. Dropping it down to 5. 1 Wind of Magic for Treason of Tzeentch. I mean, that sounds great. We should have been leveling him up before we took on Archaon. For Mercy. Spoils or Raiders. Either one of those are all that great. Let's go ahead and give you Hard to Hit. Keep him alive and fights a little bit longer. We can hand out, ooh, maybe the Rapier of Ecstasy instead. It's a Rapier, don't question it. We give him the Obsidian Amulet. Oh, we can actually. That's spell resistance, and this one is spell resistance as well. Let's go ahead and combine these two together. Use them up and get another Rapier of Ecstasy. Fair enough, I guess. Not what we wanted, but we'll take it. Potion of Full Hardiness gives him more charge, speed, and bonus, as well as Unbreakable. Unbreakable sounds good. Demagogue to lower control in enemy regions, because there's no reason not to, and then that's all we can do for old Mercy here. Lovely Rapier of Ecstasy. I guess we could give Champ one as well, but that is not what we need. Kholek's army is doing fine.
Tempest incarnate.
Able to grab any more gifted units? The answer to that question is a hefty no. For ROR, I mean, the Knights of the Brazen Throne are incredible. I'd like to put them in a Coronate themed army, but seeing as we're not going to probably have one for a while. Oh, we're at -2 for Khorne. Never mind. I guess we can go for the Mirror Guard, right? Give Kholek a bit more word save? That actually sounds interesting. We have a +4 for Slaanesh. I think we want to eventually get rid of these Hounds of Decay. We'll put them in a different army. We'll have 2 of them for 2 speedy units. I'm going to replace this Feral Manticore with something a little bit different. And then we could have just, like, I don't know, warriors of either Slaanesh or Nurgle holding the front line. Probably Nurgle, while the Dragon Ogres crush into the back. Nurgle mostly because they're going to have poison. So let's go for this Mirror Guard, even though we really don't need them. Nah, Kholek doesn't need it. We need to keep Kholek as minimalistic as possible to keep these other armies safe. So for Herald Hackbile, you were going to give one of these ROR units to keep you safe. Let's go for... We've got 1 positive in Khorne. I think these guys are going to be really, really helpful. So let's go for the Knights of the Brazen. Incredibly expensive, and they're worth it. And then we'll grab the Manticore Den as well. Perfect. Make us more money in battles nearby. Got lots of battles coming up, looks like. And then Village, unfortunately, is going to be stuck out in the cold. That's fine, though. We're going to keep the gold we currently have. We're not going to do any more spending. Commander Rebellion will deal with that. And then once we crush the Writhing Fortress, we'll be able to finally get back to some proper administration. We'll add in Archaon down here in this army. Herald will be replaced with Archaon, most likely. But that's the turn. Let's go ahead and swing back to Village. Plan Moors.
I am energized.
Don't tell people that. Together we would destroy, ruin the world. I mean, we might. As long as you don't own any fortress settlements, because those belong to Kholek. We are everywhere, he said. Alright, buddy, that's the wrong thing to say. Alright, the unbelievers resist. Uncorrupted slaves in the Dolgan's region are resisting. They refuse to submit to the Dark Gods. Punishment must be swift. We can either take a Stoke of the Winds. Your acts of retribution have the cackling of the gods carried upon the winds, giving us more reserve when it's... or just more reserve per turn. Perfect. Or less growth. And then if we delegate the deed, Horthrax, Hornburg here will gain 5,000 experience and we'll gain 10 allegiance with the Dolgan. I don't think we need magic that much. We'll go ahead and delegate it. Let them deal with their nonsense. Someone has been besieged and an imminent rebellion is about to take place.
Witness the power of village.
Alright, well, let's charge right on into the Writhing Fortress then. Or do we want a single turn of replenishment? I think we have to chance a single turn of replenishment here. Let's send you out and let you do some damage to the fortress if you can. Assault the garrison.
Blood for the blood god.
We failed. Okay, we'll add him back into the army the next turn then, and probably attack then. We want to do a bit more replenishing. There's no way Boris brings down the town with just Kossars. If he does, I will eat my words and be very, very impressed. Who is besieging? Ulrich.
Never.
Ulrich has himself some Black Knights with lances and barding. Our guys in a corpse cart. I guess we're going to see everything else here in a second. Whole heap of zombos, a corpse cart with balefire, and then Ulrich himself, who is a necrarch vampire. I believe you're a necrarch. Wild heart. Or a beast, huh? Got recovery. Binding winds of blood, so he's going to be charging. If the winds of magic is 15 or greater, yeah, he's definitely a necrarch. Your magic blood bond. All right then, zombies. We could give this one to the auto resolve. We'd lose a good deal of our marauders. I think we're going to probably end up losing a good deal of our marauders regardless. Let's have a fight against some zombies. All right. So let's start deploy. We definitely want to try to drag out his faster units out front. Ours are incredibly weakened, and our reinforcing army is incredibly weakened as well. Let's drag them out behind this water area here. Let the zombies kind of waddle through it. Looks like there's a bit of an obstruction here as well. That's going to be amazing. Let you hold the middle there.
They will succumb.
Kind of stack the troops up a bit. I'm happy to keep... No, we don't want them. They're going to have fear, and they're going to break immediately. Taken on this position here. We'll have all of these incredibly weakened, like 8 per unit. And never count the halberd warriors out of it. Whole bunch of Forsaken back here ready to charge in. Chaos warriors holding the line. These axes behind them. If we had the ability to summon in the Furies still, that'd be really useful. Spawn out here on the back. Dragon ogres as well. War Shrine is going to be nice because it's going to be able to keep us a bit more healthy.
For the dark god.
Of the Knights of the Brazen out front.
All will suffer.
They can roll with the Sibilant Slaughtercade. Aspiring champs on this flank here.
Tremble, mortals.
Trimble is definitely something we're going to probably be doing ourselves. Alright, let's drag these guys over. These Warhounds are really only useful to lend their poison later on. We're incredibly weakened.
Sorcerer of Nurgle.
Corruption, Leper, Visitations, and Pestilence. We don't have any healing just yet for him.
Rotten
We'll have to make do. Get the battle going. We'll have our Gore and Ungore, which are going to be amazing. Incredibly useful.
Angle.
Throw the Ungore out to the side here.
Yes.
Let the Knights of the Brazen and the Sibilant Slaughtercade move forward.
Yes, Lord. That's what the master's bid.
These Vargeists are going to be a really big issue. Like they're light blue mohawks. Almost like electricity. These guys have like the barrel white look from the Lord of the Rings, the White King. Love it. Alright, let's see how best to crush this unit here. Black Knights with Barding, I think, are going to be one of their more deadly units besides those Vargeist rolling around, so let's try to locate and destroy them first. Spirit Leech. That's really rude there, buddy. Yeah, no, we're not coming to you. We're staying behind this pool of water. Unless they're able to heal up their zombies as we sit here. In which case, we'd have a really bad time. Doesn't look like any healing is being done. Doesn't mean that it's not, though. Bring you guys forward.
Very well.
Orska indeed.
Quick! Charge them! Bring us to carnage! Faster!
Those Vargeist are way faster than them, though, so we want to be very careful.
Quick!
I'm just trying to
Faster!
get them wounded a little bit so they want to come after us.
Nose on the sheet!
A divine sensation.
The Vargeist actually are going to probably be their best counter to our Knights of the Brazen Throne as well.
Bring us to
Keep harassing this unit over here. Actually, I do think it is time to start moving towards them. So let's go ahead and break from our position. And we're going to move... Or are they coming over to us? If they're coming to us, I'm going nowhere. Alright, there's more Crypt Ghouls out front there. Really want to try to stop those Vargeist from going anywhere. Happy to sacrifice whoever I have to bring them down. Basically, as soon as the Vargeist land, we will summon in the Forsaken right on top of them. Keep wasting your magic. Charge in on them. See if you can get some shots. Those Crypt Ghouls move fast, though, so we want to be careful. Pull away. You go ahead and lead them on a chase. Okay, they're all coming on over now.
We desire it. Spreading destruction.
Here comes destruction indeed. Here comes Knights. Bring them back over. Doing a good job. Let's try to turn these guys back around and charge them through these Crypt Ghouls.
Now is our time!
They should be able to steamroll right through them. So those Vargulfs are right there waiting.
Onward, Northmen.
Don't thrust it.
Annihilate.
We're gonna hit those zombies out in the middle instead.
Victims. All will suffer.
Marauder horsemen!
Look at that charge. We're gonna go hit someone else and do same damage. Just obliterating them.
Stone crushers. The horde surges.
Alright, they summoned some lads on top, so let's pull them through. The Slaughtercade is also getting pinned down, so let's drag them through as well.
A divine sensation.
Those Knights have crashed in. Everyone working. Didn't see them moving on over.
So be it!
Drop down the Miasma of Pestilence. Weaken them. Shouldn't be able to escape either.
Rapture and torment.
Go ahead and make sure of it. Should absolutely explode that unit, but these guys got caught, so we're gonna have a nightmare. Start beating down on these Vargeists.
Eye of the gods.
You waddling over to give us some anti-large, or some ward save rather.
The dark gods.
For everyone in this group here, this should start bouncing around to different units.
Marauder horsemen!
The black coach is here as well, so we're gonna have to be worried about that.
The Father speaks.
Go ahead and drop down the Rancid Visitations on the black coach.
Chaos Marauders!
That's the master's
Marauders, go ahead and charge out into these zombies.
Saladins.
Where's my Knights in the Brazen Throne? They're getting surrounded. Let's go ahead and pull them away from these zombies here.
Spread corruption.
Marauder horsemen!
These Marauder Horsemen kind of pulling off to the side. We want you just giving out ward save. Do not jump into the combat.
With haste.
Let us show you true! Marauder horsemen!
The savage.
Stream of Corruption through here. Could rip right through that line. Nicely done. And we can do a Miasma of Pestilence on these Graveguard rushing in. You guys should be able to work together to bring them down. bring the slaughtercade through. You guys can get bogged down because there's so many zombies.
Visit destruction.
We make
Thank goodness reward save. Go ahead and summon in some friends here. Ripping through these crypt ghouls.
Power. Soldier. Local.
You can't rotate around behind.
Yes, very well. The horde surges.
Go ahead and charge in on these grave guard here.
Hunting souls.
They close that gap pretty quick, these zombies. They're not moving slow. Soon as we deal with these skeletal spearmen, we should have free reign to rip through the rest of these armies here. I told them to crush in, they just didn't decide to. Alright, you go ahead and start throwing your javelins at this group. We'll have you charge into the back here. Pull the slaughtercade out. Pull you out as well. And drop down a Curse of the Leper here. Give these guys some extra armor since they're bogged down by so many enemies. Now you guys keep moving over.
For the dark prince. Stone
Pull them
crusher.
away so they get another charge. Be an anvil for a moment.
Hordes of chaos.
Get a little bit closer so we don't miss so many javelins. Get some slow-mo shots of the fighting. Chaos versus undead. Haven't gotten enough of these good battle shots quite yet. We need to pull these hounds back so we can charge them back in, but our gore are ripping through the zombies. One of the first times they've actually been really useful. There. Crypt ghouls with this color are sickly looking. That's awesome. Got our Chaos Lord still fighting. Hacking through. These are the aspiring champions. I think our other Chaos Lord has fallen. I'll have to take a look. Got our Marauders fighting against just the normal zombies. A man falls there. Probably soon to get back up and start nom-nomming on his allies. Balefire Corpse Cart's lending its aid. Graveguard in there as well. Combined force is going to be nasty. We need to get our big beasties out and able to do some work elsewhere. Awesome. Let's go ahead and pull on back out. Our warriors are rallying. Of course they are. Charge in.
Minions.
Get all of our Chaos Warriors working together on this other group. We'll have you two smashing in here instead. On those Graveguard. Slaughtered that group. You keep throwing those javelins at this man.
Spreading destruction.
Darker shirk.
Pull hounds away. We'll go ahead and round behind. Akbile's doing his thing. We'll drop down another Curse of the Leper here. Start passing out some armor. Crash into the back of these zombies instead now. Get your arrows going into the Necrarch Wizard up there. Charge on in. We are starting to lose the different Forsaken units.
Chaos comes.
Warlord's down here. He's fighting hard. Alright, now waddle on in with this War Shrine there. Make the Dark Gods proud. Pathetic indeed. Drop down a Curse of the Leper here for the Black Coach still that's running around. Or is that to the Balefire part? We may have slaughtered the Black Coach way early on.
The Dark Gods command me.
He has been absorbing all of the fire the whole time with no real trouble. Go ahead and charge in on these zombies here and break them a little bit faster.
Such great satisfaction.
Charge the Nurgle Sorcerer over.
Chaos Marauders.
Everyone slaughter this Corpse Cart. You keep arrows on the Necrarch Wizard there. And with Surround and Destroy, we should finish off these zombies pretty easily. Actually hitting zombies in the crossfire while trying to hit this guy. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, you're all that remains, buddy. Except for your corpse cart that's running away for dear life. Let's go ahead and have all of the boys turn and fight the zombies. Or come over here and fight these guys over here. We'll let them Marauder Horsemen pull back.
Charge!
They really shouldn't be in melee with anything. We'll wait till we have enough magic to get the Rancid Visitations on this poor fool who's up in the sky. He's gonna come down eventually. He's just flapping around in the background. Oh, the corpse cart falls. Now what? Without units on the ground, the enemy is forced to land and attack or surrender its territory. What's your plan, buddy? We'll wait on you. Oh, he lands. What a mistake. Be here and slaughter this man. We'll get this spawn away, though, so we don't lose them. There are only 2 of them left. Everyone else here, though, can jump on this poor Necrotic Brotherhood. More of a reader than a fighter. Ripping him to shreds. He's going to start disintegrating soon. And a marvelous victory. A close victory in which we lost a couple of our warriors there. Sadly, our Forsaken and some of our Marauders, as well as our Marauder Horsemen, there are no longer. Did crush the Caravan of Blue Roses, I think, hopefully, since there are no... We'll see how many of these guys they get back at the end. Oh, they get back the Black Coach, the Corpse Cart, the Spearman. That's lots of fun. Alright, we will go ahead and just take some gold then. Better than the replenishment. You get half your army back. That's very fun. Hopefully they should be at mostly no health. Yeah, we're gonna hunt them down. There is no escape. Vampire fools. We'll go ahead and grab the Route Marcher, make sure we can catch them. He will most likely just run away. Charge out and get him. No reason to recruit anything else yet. We lose 2 to the auto-resolve. Unfortunate. Let's take the fight to them. Alright. Let's get right to it. Yeah, we're starting to fix the corruption in the air now. It's looking a bit more chaosy. Let's lead the way with our Marauders. You guys definitely need to stay back so you don't get killed. And we'll have the champions kind of standing in between. We'll have our Sibilant Slaughtercade. You two can definitely hang out on this side. You guys can on this side. That gave me a pretty decent formation to start. My own formation, but it'll work for me. Go ahead and pull you forward. I don't mind if you get hit with any more Spirit Leeches. Alright then. Front line. Cavalry-esque. Warhounds. And then big beasties. That'll go. On the gore and the ungore. Welcome. Let's let you go ahead and fill these zombos with arrows. You go in, inflict as much casualties on those Graveguard as you can, and then we're just going to send you forward and hit this idiot with some Rancid Visitations. We may want to wait till we can overcast it. Let's go ahead and just eliminate that group of Graveguard, because that's how easy that is. There should be a Black Coach somewhere around there. Let's just crash through this group of zombies in the middle. We'll find them eventually. The old-fashioned way. Everyone else, hit this side. Alright, can we overcast the Visitations? We absolutely can. Enjoy the runs. Didn't work out as well as you thought it would, did it? Oh, they did summon in some zombies, though. Our Dragon Ogres are bogged down. Let's pull them out of that. Oh, really? You want a Black Coach versus the Knights of the Brazen Throne, huh? What a brave driver we have here. Which are just honestly the coolest looking unit for Khorne. I'm hoping we get a unit that is, or at least a Khornate faction that has fully, like, the Onyx armor. That would look awesome. I'd be a big fan. I think that's all that matters. I'd have you deal with these Graveguard. Black Coach is no more once more. Very brave, but very foolish.
Conquest!
Looks like the enemy lord got the trots to death, and that's the end.
Chaos Marauders!
Lose my marauders. What are you talking about?
Here I come.
Let's see how many of the enemy gets to come back at the end, though. Speed it up. Take the win. Alright, we only lost one in that battle, and I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. We gained 214 souls, though, and 1911 to our favor. I think we'll go ahead and actually enslave this group.
You are my thrall.
Are they wiped out? Permanently. There we go. Deal with the vampire menace. Alright, Harold. Let's come on back up into Zarnagrund, because we're definitely going to have some enemies nearby. I think the ogres and such that are our allies should be start smashing down through here pretty quickly. But with your several victories, you should be able to get some upgraded soldiers. And while I do that, I am actually out of time for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I will see you all in the next one.